Americans are struggling to buy grocery, pay rent, fill up their gas tanks, and now we're being told that our financial pain doesn't matter.
I used to think that I was doing something wrong.
Trump says the affordability crisis is a scam. Fine.
It's like $8.99 for a jar of olives.
Life would be so much cheaper if I was...
Groceries are more expensive. Rent keep rising. Bill never stop coming. Millions of Americans are feeling the crush by the cost of living, and many are wondering how long they can keep on going in this economy. Make sure you guys subscribe, comment, and like. And thank you for everybody who has been subscribed. You guys mean a lot to me. Let's check out this clip.
You want to know how I know we're cooked? 2 soft tacos from Taco Bell. $6.37. $6.37. They used to be $1 a piece. They used to be 50 cents a piece back in like the early 2000s. Save us. Please come back.
Michigan is getting so expensive that every trip outside of my house feels like I'm being financially irresponsible. Need groceries? That'll be $140. Need gas? Another $70. Want to go out to eat one time? Good luck paying your utilities. And the craziest part is everyone is acting like this is normal. Like we're all standing in line at the grocery store, pretending that it's completely reasonable that snacks, eggs, milk cost half your paycheck. But yeah, the economy's doing great.
The price of 1 pound of ground beef is now higher than the federal minimum hourly wage. Are we great yet?
Friend, this is getting out of hand. I used to be able to fill my tank up with $50. Why the hell is taking me $75 to fill up my Jeep? Gas don't even last a week no more. It seems like we gotta fill our Jeep up every 5 days, and I'm not with it. Don't even get me started on groceries. To think it was bad for me to go on Walmart and spend $300 to probably bring home 40 bags. That same $300 might allow me to take home 25 bags if I'm lucky. These bills steady going up and I'm sick of it. Y'all know I work from home, right? Sparklight raised my internet bill up to $95. $95? Who this for? I was just paying y'all $54 a month every month, right? And y'all done went up a whole $40 on me. I called them so fast, was like, I'm finna leave y'all because I can't afford these. They went on and knocked $30 off my bill. I hate to even get a notification saying that my light bill is due. I shouldn't have to pay over $100 for my lights every month. I hate paying my light bill, but I hate paying my gas bill too. Because I feel like gas shouldn't be over $50. I used to rush to be grown, y'all. Just to pay motherfucking bills every day. This shit is for the birds. Being grown is ghetto.
Bro! How are people still pretending like the economy is normal right now? Seriously, groceries are ridiculous. Rent is ridiculous. People are putting gas on credit cards now. We can't buy gas with cash anymore. And meanwhile, the government is just printing money and stacking debt like a teenager with their parents' credit card.
I can't fucking handle this anymore. Y'all better strap yourself in for this one. So, what do you know? We get the old letter in the mail from the insurance company. My insurance for my car just went up to $389 per month. I am a 42-year-old male, 0 accidents, 0 tickets, in a 16-year-old vehicle. What the fuck? It damn near doubled. I got paid from TikTok today, so I go out, I paid my bills, I went grocery shopping. 1 pound of butter was $13. A gallon of milk was $8.99. A pound of ground beef was $15.99. Don't even get me going on the fucking paper towels or napkins. A roll of 4 paper towels, guys, $23. Toilet paper, you might as well work a second job just to afford that. All my money is basically gone at this point.
Texas keeps bragging about how great the economy is, but regular people can barely afford groceries, rent, insurance, or even electricity anymore. Every bill is higher. But somehow the politicians keep telling us everything's booming. Of course they don't feel it. They're making millions while working families are figuring out how to stretch a paycheck another week.
Being broke in 2025 literally doesn't mean you're irresponsible. It means your rent is $1,800, groceries are $150 a week, gas is $50, and your student loan repayment just restarted. You're doing everything right, working, saving, budgeting, and it still feels like you're running on a treadmill. Working a full-time job, picking up side gigs, or even freelancing on the weekends, and somehow the math is still not mathing. People love to say, oh, just work harder. But harder doesn't fix rent hikes, medical bills, or wages that haven't kept up with the inflation. We're just living in an economy that makes survival feel like an accomplishment. If you're tired, if you're over it, if you're doing everything right and you still feel stuck, you are not the problem.
Am I the only person that feels like life would be so much cheaper if I was because going to the grocery store, under 15 items, bread, cereal, cheese, bologna, toilet paper, like I didn't buy anything extra. You know what I mean? Like I bought basic things, $80. $80 at the grocery store for under 15 items, in my mind, is absolutely fucking insane. And the worst part about it is I know that this is only the beginning of the increase of all of these prices. And I just don't know if I can actually keep up. Worst part about it is I'm not even out here buying name brand, top of the line, the most expensive shit like Kix cereal, HEB toilet paper, HEB bread, right? Like the S brand, whatever that is, bologna. Like I didn't even buy Oscar Mayer bologna. I just bought the off-brand bologna. $80 fucking for less than 15 items? At this point, somebody just help me get the insurance money, okay?
Y'all, I'm leaving Publix and I just got this 2 bags and these chips. $60 fucking dollars. I'm disgusted. Like, what the fuck is going on? $60 damn dollars for nothing.
I just got done grocery shopping at Walmart. Walmart is supposed to be a relatively cheap place to get your groceries from, which is why I shop there pretty often. Do you guys know how expensive hamburger meat is now? It is literally almost $8 for 1 pound, and it doesn't matter what kind of hamburger you're getting. It doesn't matter if it's the 75-25, the 85-15 lean. Like, it doesn't matter what kind you get. It's all almost $8, which is insane because my mom used to tell me when I first moved out of the house and was purchasing things on my own, she was like, just always have hamburger because hamburger is so inexpensive. You can pick it up. You can make so much with it. $8 is actually crazy. Like, that adds up so freaking fast. My groceries weren't that expensive. Like, I was adding them up. I'm like, okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. I added my hamburger and my price skyrocketed. That's freaking crazy. What are we doing? What is this economy that we are all living in right now? It makes me so mad. Like, no one can afford to live. The hamburger is so expensive, and that is supposed to be one of the most easily accessible meats. So I'm at the grocery store today getting stuff for dinner tonight, and I'm in the pickled aisle, and this woman was looking at the olives while I'm looking at the onions, and she turns to me and she goes, man, olives have gone so expensive. And I turn to her and I'm like, it all is. It all is expensive. Those olives, I looked at the price after she said it, and I was like, God, it's like $8.99 for a jar of olives. That's ridiculous. Who's buying olives in this economy, am I right? Her. Also, I'm eating croutons because I haven't eaten all day. And I was like, that's a fantastic snack. We love to see it. We're all struggling out there. All struggling. Fuck those olives.
$4,200 a month is what I bring home as a 24-year teacher with a master's degree and an additional stipend because I teach special education. Meanwhile, over those last 24 years, my salary has barely increased, right? Little by little. But everything else around me has increased tenfold. Gas prices are $5 a gallon outside of Philadelphia. My rent has gone up consistently $200 to $300 per month every single year. I knew I needed to make a change. And that change came when I found a step-by-step program that taught me how to learn over 40 different income streams. I didn't learn all 40 at once. I picked one. I've been executing it. I've been honing in on those daily mentorship calls, and I've been able to bring in an extra $1,100 a month just from that one side hustle. If you're a teacher, paraprofessional, anybody in the field of education, guys, this is your sign. It's time to stop settling and start making change, creating change for ourselves. Comment change or send me a DM, and I'll share exactly what I'm doing with you.
Americans are struggling to buy grocery, pay rent, fill up their gas tanks, and now we're being told that our financial pain doesn't matter. That's disgraceful. I served this country as a United States Marine. I understand national security. I understand threats around the world are real. But leadership is supposed to protect the American people overseas and here at home. We have so many families right now in Florida already stretched thin. Gas prices are climbing, grocery prices are climbing, inflation is rising again because of this conflict with Iran. And instead of showing empathy for working people, Washington is acting like your struggles are just collateral damage. The people in power don't skip meals when prices go up. The people in power don't choose between medicine and rent. Working families do. I'm running because I believe government should fight just as hard for the people paying the bills as it does for politics overseas. America needs strength, but strength without accountability, without compassion, without a plan for working families is not leadership. People deserve better than this. Go to robcooperforcongress.com. Support.
Our electricity bills are up. Places like Arizona, it is so hot, and we are spending more and more every year just to keep our houses cool. Groceries are expensive, and people are just barely making it by, and that is our money that he is making that decision about, right? He's saying that our hard-earned tax dollars should go to these January 6 riders. There's nothing patriotic about that, and it is insensitive in a moment like this when so many Americans are struggling.
Are we not voting on it because the American people are sick and tired of this illegal war that is costing tens of billions of dollars? Gas prices are through the roof. People can't afford their groceries. Is that why you're pulling it? You guys don't have the guts or the balls.
The House will be in order.
We should really be normalizing going to food pantries because let's be honest, most of us can't afford to eat right now. I have utilized our community's food pantries for literally years now, and they have always helped my family out tremendously. And it's not a bad thing to say that you accept help from a food pantry. It's free food, and a lot of the items they give out are perishable. And if they don't give them out, they're gonna go bad anyways and get thrown away. So don't be afraid to go to your local food pantry and ask for help. These programs are set in place to make sure that nobody goes hungry. They gave me 2 whole things of strawberries, a thing of eggs, some mashed potatoes, canned goods, the dry beans and whatnot. They gave me a whole meal's worth of meat, some snacks for my kid, and then a whole pack of coffees. And they always give a thing of peanut butter too. Not running out of that. But seriously, normalize going to food pantries.
Dave Ramsey has never had to choose between groceries and rent, and it shows. Dave's entire philosophy is based on you have a spending problem. You don't know how to control your money. You're just out blowing all your money. Stop wasting all your money on lattes and avocado toast, and then you'll have millions of dollars. The reality is we don't really live in that world anymore. Wants and needs have flipped. It used to be your needs were really cheap, but your wants were what was expensive. That was what took up all your budget. Now, we don't live in that kind of world. Now your big expenses are your health care, your rent, your gas for your car, buying a car, all of those things that are needs like that you have to have in order to get to work and have a quality of life. Your groceries are expensive. Those are what takes up all of your budget. So if you're a person that makes $10 an hour, you make $1,600 a month, and the cheapest apartment is $1,200. It's not because you're looking for an extravagant apartment and you need to lower your standards. There are no standards to be lowered. You're at the bottom. You're buying the bottom apartment. And in a best case scenario, you're going to spend all $1,600 on your needs for that month. And I say best case scenario because if you're just moving into an apartment, you're going to need first and last month's rent. Then you're going to have to pay to get your utilities connected. You're going to need some kind of furnishings in the house. So even if you buy like really cheap stuff, you're still going to spend some kind of money on that. When someone calls into this show, they're like, hey, I can't make my budget work. And he's like, well, look for a lower tier standards, get a roommate. But he doesn't realize that some people are starting from literally zero. And Maslow figured it out when he made his hierarchy of needs. You've got to hit your food, your shelter, and all that before you worry about saving and paying off debt. You're trying to survive. And that's what he ignores. He ignores that there are people trying to survive. And if he's going to be the financial guru, he's got to speak to those people too, not just people who have a spending problem, who can work things out, but people who don't have anything. The budget he's teaching assumes that there's something left over to budget.
People love to say Texas is affordable, but have y'all been paying bills lately? It's 105 degrees outside for like half the year, so the AC never stops running. Electric bills here, absolutely insane. Groceries, ridiculous. Insurance keeps going up. And somehow every single thing costs more than it did last year. Like, yes, Texas used to feel cheap, but now it feels like we're just working to pay utility bills and basically survive the summer heat.
Has anyone else walked out of the grocery store feeling completely baffled? I used to think that I was doing something wrong until I realized that groceries just got more expensive. And it's not just groceries, it's gas, it's bills, it's just everything in general. And honestly, families are just trying to survive. That's why I started looking for something that I could do from home to help out. Not to get rich, but just something that allows me to breathe a little bit easier. If you want the info, comment breathe.
I just got an email from my landlord and it said 90-day notice on it. And I almost started to panic. I was like, oh my God, am I going to have to move back in with my mom? It costs so much money to move and I don't want to move. I opened the email though, and it said that they had to increase rent, which is fine. They haven't increased my rent in the last 2 years. So I was kind of expecting it soon. It was either signing a 2-year lease and the rent will increase by $100 or sign a 1-year lease and the rent will increase by $150. So I chose the 2-year lease because I really don't plan on moving. So at least I don't have to move. At least I don't have to move. Yes, my rent is going up and that sucks, but I'm pretty sure they raise property taxes by a lot where I live, so to be expected. I'm just going to be paying an astronomical amount of money for rent now. So, love that. Love that for me.
If Trump says the affordability crisis is a scam, fine. Then show the real scam, the one that's costing Americans their groceries, their rent, their medicine, and their lives. Post your receipts. Show your grocery bills. Show your rent increases. Show the price for your prescriptions, your utilities, your very basics. Tag the company, tag the CEO if you can find them, and tag your representatives and your senators. Because when thousands of people show the real numbers, it's not outrage anymore. It becomes undeniable evidence. It becomes data that he wants to deny. Use the hashtag Trump is the scam so all the receipts land in one place. Because if he wants to call affordability a scam, then it's on us, the American people, to show the country exactly who the scam is. This is the difference between outrage and public pressure. Outrage just makes noise. Public pressure makes impact. That's how you change the conversation. And this is how you guard the republic.
Every time I drop $200-300 on groceries and things that I need to survive, I have to keep reminding myself that it is a privilege and a blessing to be able to afford that and to be able to drop money like that. But oh my gosh, it does not make it any easier swiping my credit card and seeing that it has become so expensive to be alive. It's a privilege and a blessing. It is. Yes.
If you are single, living in this economy, doing everything for yourself, you a bad bitch. All right? Like, gas is high, rent is high, Like, it is hard. Like, it is very, very challenging right now. Like, it is a privilege to get on a plane. Plane tickets are so high. Like, if you are a single mom, doing it by yourself, like, everybody need to be patting themselves on the back right now because, wow. And I don't see it changing for the foreseeable future, which is also extremely concerning. So if you put groceries in your refrigerator every week, if you pay your car note, you pay your rent, if you doing all that by yourself, like, you need to give yourself some grace and be like incredibly proud of yourself because it is incredibly challenging right now as a single human being living in America.
Rent went up. And gas is $5 a gallon. My apartment complex wants to go from yearly leasing to month. Groceries for a week are $300. Meat, if you want ground beef, $30. Chicken, then went up too. Everything is getting expensive. How are you supposed to make ends meet as a single person? Like if you're a single family home, how are you supposed to make ends meet in this economy? You gotta use gas for work. Gas not lasting. You can go to work and home and you already on half a tank. I'm only 24.